There you go. Yeah, yeah, you do. You can play your own, you can set up your own folder of your own music to play through the machine here and through settings. Wow, like what did everything explode up into the air? Interesting. Okay. My magic wand, please. It always loads over here in the middle of the floor. Alright, when I signed out the other day, I must have left all these drawers open, and for whatever reason, everything went up in the air. Okay. Done. Done. Okay, the eclairs. We're gonna put some frosting on it. We'll put some chocolate glaze. Oh, actually, before I do that, uh, we'll put some chocolate. Oop, wrong tool. Vanilla cream? Vanilla cream. So you can, different ones you can stuff. Funny thing is, you know, they call it cakes and cookies. I've actually made more like eclairs and donuts and cookies than I have of actual cakes because they sell better. Or you get more points from it. It's not so much that you're focused on getting money because it's really not about the money. It's actually about the bonus points or buy points so that you can buy perks and other recipes. Okay, done. They're stuffed with vanilla custard. And we'll go ahead and frost them. Even the menu music too, Calico, you do need to mute for the menu music as well. I got hit with the menu music and I had to mute everything. Alright, so the biggest thing is the hashtags of the day is jelly beans, coconut, birthday, sour, and bitter. Okay. So it wants things with coconut, sour, jelly beans, birthday decorations, and bitter flavor. Alright. So something with coconut. I don't think I actually have recipes with coconut. We might have to make some donuts just so I can use coconuts. Oh. Okay, we'll make donuts first, and then I will make cupcakes. I know, there is actually no rhyme or reason to the hashtags for the day, and you actually don't even have to pay attention to the hashtags. The hashtags just mean more money. There it is. I sort of recall leaving this out the other day. Okay, I can live with that much being over. I left the day with the fridge open. Man, I must have just left and not cared yesterday. Alright, so let's change this to enriched flour. I don't think I've, I don't know where the jelly beans are. Now that I think about it. We're just gonna live with it. Powdered sugar. Oh, now we're gonna go over. Oh, nope, I stopped at just the right time. Baker's yeast. Yeah, you can. First to Calico, yes, there is filters. You can find your recipes. Right now, I don't have that many recipes, I guess, that I feel like I need to filter it out. But yeah, you can. And to Pop-Tart, yeah, why would you say give me bitter? Actually, funny thing is, one of the recipes I made was bitter, and all the clients that day really complained about the bitter. And I was like, but you said you wanted bitter. It was bread that they had me make. Okay. And oh. Close enough. All right, paddle. I do like that they have the little puffy puff from the flour. Lemon zest. Okay, well, I got salt. We're gonna do salt, I guess, first. I do wish, like, in the pizza sim, when it, like, checked off when you got the correct ingredients in there, I do wish that they did that, because now it's relying on my memory. And 4 eggs. 1, 2, 4. And our character, oh, 5-second rule. And our character, when they crack an egg, they just throw the shells on the floor. No care. It used to actually really annoy me in the beginning of the game, but now I got a perk. What did I do with it? Where I got this magic wand, and I just, with the click of a button, the shells go away. Except for these shells must be glitched out. Let's toss this back on the paddle. And the butter. Okay, back on the paddle. Oh, I didn't do it correctly. How I know I didn't do it correctly is it doesn't say the name of the recipe that I'm making. Which, it's not the end of the world. I can still use it for something else. But as far as a fried donut goes, it's not correct. So, I must have missed a step. Okay, so back here. $150. Oops. Did I miss salt? The water, enriched flour. Yeah, it is nice that it is on this version. It does show me where I'm pouring. Remember in the original cooking soap, it actually didn't for the longest time show you where you were pouring. Oh, it was so messy. Okay. Paddle. Okay, grab this back. Salt. 3, 4, 5. Oh no. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we're back to the 4 eggs again. Four. Like, did he cook the eggs when I wasn't looking? Like, how are they holding the eggs this way? Lemon zest, salt. Okay, back to the paddle. Butter. I know, right? Like, what is with their textures? Hey, fried donut dough. Okay. Did it right that time. Pretty sure. Okay, yeah. This is the fried donut. And I don't have to wait for the oil to heat up. It is just automatically heated up. I mean, I kind of think about it. The cakes and cookies, while I enjoy that out of any of the cooking sims, in its own way, it's a bit repetitive too. But I guess all cooking or all simulation games in general are repetitive. They just let me vary this up a little, switching from recipes to changing the fillings to how I want to frost them. What shape cookie pans do I use? I hope 2 of the trays are still in the thing. Oh, a daisy. When I signed out yesterday, I think I partially broke the game. Oh, I love my sweets. Making the donuts makes me so hungry. I've been craving donuts, but I haven't let myself buy any. And I'm like, I forgot why I... Sometimes I forget why I wouldn't let myself. Okay, minute 10. You know, I should have really set the timer before I did. That's set. While I'm waiting for that, let's grab this tray really quick And let's get rid of these eggshells that the wand says doesn't exist. A note to self, when I sign out for the day, I have to clean up after myself. I can't just sign out and expect that it will clean. Yeah, I actually quit a bottle, or I quit soda a long time ago. I now only drink tea and water, which I promise was not a immediate. I couldn't go cold turkey, but now I'm completely off of it. And part of me is like, well, I can have a donut if I want a donut. Stop. This one donut just wants to be on the floor. Okay, so I do admit to a bit of a laziness too. Like, I will fill these ones correctly. But I won't fill or decorate all of them. Are you empty? Empty. Dang you. Same. 6 donuts. Oh my. Chocolate custard. Oh, I ordered a lot of chocolate custard. What was that with that? Coconut. There we go. One thing I really like about this game too is if I see fit, I could sell nothing that day. Like, I don't actually have to sell anything in the day if I don't want to earn anything. I could just spend the whole day baking and then the next day actually sell stuff. And that part to me is actually a lot of fun. Same. Oh, do you remember? Like, this is what I remember as being a major pop drinker or soda drinker, is I remember, like, in a day, like, especially in a work day or whatever, I was really kind of held hostage by my caffeine intake. I needed that caffeine. And if I didn't get it, I was really cranky. Like, it was awful. Buttery. You know, the one thing I realized with bitter, I don't think I have many options for bitter. There's sour. Wasn't sour one of the things? Oops. Wrong button. Yeah, sour was. Okay, we'll put dried cranberries on them. That's what I'll do. For aesthetics, I'll do strawberry frosting and then dried cranberries. Yep, yeah. And I crave water now than I did before. Um, you know, like I am kind of held hostage sometimes by the water intake, but it doesn't make me feel bad like soda does. Like, water makes me feel so good, and it's just something I kind of laugh about because I just remember being held hostage by drinking soda so much and then being in complete denial over it. It's not, the cranberries aren't bitter, they're sour, and that falls under, the sour was one of the hashtags of the day. I actually don't have that many things that are bitter when I think about it. Yep. Oh, the cocoa's bitter. I can put cocoa on a batch. Oh, I guess I could turn the oven off. Or the, fryer. I'm also very confused by the balsamic whipped cream. I know balsamic as in dressings, but yet it says it's a sweet frosting. So I really should just look it up because I'm really curious as to what the frosting is. This donut is upside down. Yeah, you can do birthdays, which is, I believe birthdays falls under the sprinkle candies. Oh, that's it for that. All right. Bitter. And jelly beans, which I gotta remember where the jelly beans are. Nope. Oh. Oh no. My tray's stuck. Okay. So I have to do something to unstick my tray. Oh, it is balsamic vinegar. Huh. Ugh. There is a glitch with the frying, with the oven here. If I bring the tray over there and if I lower it just a smidge too low, it gets stuck on the deep fryer. Thank you, Nightbot, for pointing out the obvious. Seriously? Can you please stop doing that, Ray? Donuts are upside down. Yeah, it went bad. And now the donuts are upside down. Okay. We're just gonna dump those and call it done. Alright, we have a special order that came in. You can do special orders, you can skip them. I've been really big on skipping them. European apple pie. Do I even have that recipe? I could get it if I... The tray getting stuck on the deep fryer is the worst. It has to be a bug, because if I get just a smidge too close, it gets stuck. That's a European... Don't think I have that recipe yet. Oh, I do. Really? Alright, I'll make it. Quick break in the... Sure, I'll accept it. And depending on if he's on the European version or if he's on the American version will depend on how many swear words are in there. Pastry flour. Ugh, I have to order more butter. Okay, got the butter. Baking powder. This side. Oops, wrong paper. Okay. Right? The pizzeria is probably on the other side of that wall. Alright, 2 eggs. Into this kneading bowl, sour cream. Oops, a little bit too much sour cream. I'm gonna roll with it though. And then 2 eggs. I wonder if these recipes really work. It does make me curious. Alright. Paddle attachment. Me too. So okay, the apple pie crust is done. I did it correctly. Okay, now to the filling. Oh. Grab a bowl. I'm not sure if I needed the bowl though. 2 apples. Okay, I got rid of the eggs. I was complaining about how this game, so in the other cooking simulators, you either approach the computer or you approach a box like in Pizzeria and you have access to the entire store. This one here makes me go to different areas. Like if I want the liquids like the lemon juice or the maple syrup, I have to go to this tray here and order. If I want the things that are in the refrigeration units, I have to go to here and order it. If I want any of the flowers or stuff, I have to go there to get it. Like, it does really split up where I can go to get it. Where before that wasn't the thing. Okay, my apples. Or are we ordering them and making someone sit there and shift and compare all the sizes of the apples? That was my thought. Oop. I'm gonna have too much. Okay, fine. Do it. Fast. Okay, it's sugar. apple pie filling. We got that one correct. Okay, now the trick is to find where I put the cake pan. Because I can't be neat about this. Or was I neat and put it back? I was neat and put it back. Oh my goodness. Someone write that on the calendar. $60 for $4.20. There you go. Alright. Apple pie crust. Actually, you know, funny story is I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here's an apple pie crust too. I made the apple pie before, but the thing is they give you plenty of crust, but you use all of the pie filling. Alright, we'll clean up just a little after ourselves. I didn't really do much baking in the business day. Okay, I do want more donuts. Maybe if I stand at a distance from the deep fryer and not get close to it? That must be the trick. I swear when you put these in the drawer, they look like they shrink. Bit. I'm stuffing these poor donuts with the custard. My favorite personal donut is just plain fried donut with just plain sugar icing. My favorite. It's true. I mean, I do think about like how dangerous is this deep fryer because it heated up in seconds. Like I didn't have to stand there and wait for it. It just heated up. Chocolate glaze. Every deep fryer I worked with needed some time to heat up. Oh, are you upside down, little cupcake? Or donut? We will do birthday sprinkles, since apparently that's a thing. That should be battle. Alright, so there was jelly beans were a thing. Here's... We only get green jelly beans. That's hilarious. It doesn't look overly appetizing, does it? Can I? Oh, I can't stack them. Oh, sorry, little Here. I don't like the jelly beans. They look like they're infected. What time is it in the... Why won't you turn over? Nightbot is such an asshole. Like, don't spam. Like, I barely typed in some numbers. What are you talking about? What did he say? Professional? I am a little confused by the job perk of professional. Like, do you not want me to put little cutesy things on it? What I will do though is I will cut up an apple and put that on for toppings, because I can do that. You can waste a whole day in this game, in game day, of just positioning the apples. And why doesn't it remember my previous position? It must think I want it changed every time. Okay, one thing I forgot. Let's see if the tutorial will tell me. I forgot. Where do I put... Where do I put this? You just received. They can browse. It's up to you. Declining an order does not result in a penalty. Thank you. Check it to fill it, or you need to satisfy all the requested hashtags and meet the deadline. In order to fully satisfy the customer, all of the specified requirements must be met, including all the hashtags, the recipe used for the cake, and the shape of the baking pan. Different frosting needs to be applied on the cake, and even dictate the specific decoration. The deadline for your special order is upon you. Delivery man will be. This means that you'll have to send it within the next few minutes to do so. Bring the ordered pastry to the exit door and click on it with said pastry in hand. Okay. Got it. So I have to listen for the door, I think. from the other times that I did not do this successfully. So let's make sure. Hashtags European apple pie, 8 to 20 servings, and decoration complexity professional. I do know that the first cooking simulator took pride and actually expanded on how glitchy it was. It was a very, very glitchy game. I know, like I'm not boxing it up. I wonder, I haven't successfully fulfilled an order. I wonder if when I hand the cake over, does it automatically like go into a box? Or am I just handing the raw cake completely covered with the frosting hand to hand? To them being like, here, have this. Oh, yeah, that's right. That doesn't go there. I think it was there. Okay, well, for now, that's done. Ooh. I don't want to spend my BP, which is what you use to unlock recipes. I want to hang on to it just in case one of the hashtags are for something I don't have yet. Okay, we're gonna make basic cupcakes. Melt butter for 60 seconds. And I'm actually not gonna set the timer for that. I'm just gonna watch it. Do I even have hands? I don't think I have hands. I think I'm holding it with some kind of magical... Oop. That almost went bad. I think I'm holding it with my hands. Or with my chest. Unbleached flour. Tons. Even the baker's yeast. When it asks for the baker's yeast, that's a lot of baker's yeast that they're asking for. Oh, the butter's not melting. Fine, I'll do it in that pan. Thought I was being clever. Alright, once the hook attachment... Almost. Okay, it's done. Well, even that apple pie I made, the amount of ingredients that goes into that was insane. Okay, 4 eggs. 2, 3, 4. It's actually something I'm dealing with in my family. You know, we've been super cautious for 2 years, and just this last holiday, everyone's like, we're coming over, and they're all the ones that are the anti-vax. Oh, my day's over with. Oh no. uh, they're all coming over like, oh, it's fine, we don't have to worry about this. And I'm like, please don't. I have 2 elderly parents I'm trying to keep as healthy as possible. I myself have immune compromised. Please don't. And then they get upset because I don't want to hug them. Okay, everyone liked what we had up there. Good. Okay, where did we leave off? I think I stopped at the eggs and the melted. Okay, so back onto the hook. The question, is this correct? It is correct. It says cupcake dough. Yeah, your day ends, unlike the other games, your game ends abruptly. In the other games, it tells you ahead of time when your day is ending. Here, it just ends. Like, if you're not paying attention to the time, it just ends. You're done. You went home. You left everything as a mess. I've been kicked off with the air fryers on, the ovens on, sink running. Like, all right. Hello, Cherry. Cordially Cherry. I actually really like it. Kind of a lesson for my family, though, is one of my sister-in-law's brother, who I guess we're not overly close to, but she did a separate Christmas meal for her family, since all of us are pretty, trying to be pretty safe, I guess. And she was really upset that we weren't going to do a big Christmas, so she did a separate one on her own. And she was really mad, and he had COVID. And he unfortunately is very, very sick. He's actually in the hospital. And she hasn't said a word, like, not a sorry for my temper tantrum, you know, nothing like that, about, you know, her throwing a fit when we said we weren't going to do a big Christmas. So, cordially cherry, the cakes and cookies is my personal favorite. I was just talking about that. The pizza simulator, I find, I don't want to say boring, because that seems like a harsh word, but I do get exhausted with it, in the day. Like, I want to be done with it when I'm actually making the pizza. There we go. And you know, we made tons of dough because I get to make tons of these heart-shaped cupcakes. I mean, and the thing is I don't wish my sister-in-law ill will, but for 2 years we've had a discussion about how I'm immunocompromised, my parents are, you know, we have to be safe. And, like, part of her philosophy was, well, just get it over with. Just get sick, because you're gonna get sick anyway. So just get sick and then let it play out. And I'm like, you can't have a discussion with him about, well, you do realize the chances are greater that if we get sick, we're dead. Like, that's a thing, right? One thing that's kind of weird with this, Ira, is that they, you get, Like the Cupcakes make tons, like tons, but other recipes make very little. And I forgot to check what the hashtags of the day are. Crumbs, Mid-Autumn Festival, sweet, spicy, and jelly. It wants me to put jelly back on the... Or no, jelly would be jelly, like jam. I don't think I have any spices. Sweet is easy. Good night, Pop-Tart Maniac. And Cordially Cherry, I do have a YouTube channel under the same name as my Twitch name. There's quite a few pizza simulators, or the simulation games in general, the cooking games. There's quite a few on there if you wanted to see them, especially the pizza one. I've got all the playlists on there. I'm actually more active on my YouTube than I am on Twitch. Though my New Year resolution is to try to be more active on Twitch, since the YouTube crowd does keep asking me if I'm going to do anything with my Twitch. Like, they keep joining my Twitch and then they're like, "Are you going to stream?" I'm like, I wasn't planning on it. I think one of the things that has been really hard for me with this COVID thing is my immediate family, my parents, myself, the siblings that live nearby me, have all been respectful and understanding about how we have to be careful. I think they also have been around me when I get chest colds and stuff like that, pre-COVID, when I get chest colds, and they know from that can send me to the hospital. So they know perfectly well, like, how bad it would be if I got COVID. So they've been really respectful. It's the distant family that lives in other areas that just don't understand how hard it hits, or how bad I would react and how bad my parents would react to it too. You know, they've got the philosophy of the other family's like, well, just get it over with. You know, you'll be fine. Medicine is better now, so you shouldn't get too sick. Oh, Calico. I do know that too. Like, there's so many games that I love playing that I would love to share with other people, but I've had to accept they're boring to watch. For example, Elder Scrolls Online. I love playing that game and I love sharing it with people. Nobody ever wants to watch it. Like, it's like watching paint dry, I guess, for other people. Unless if you've been there from the beginning to watch the character grow, like, they just don't care. Oh, that always sucks too. I mean, the fact that as people who are being safe, we've literally have put our lives on hold for 2 years, and that part sucks. Like, I know one of my cousins has canceled her wedding, I don't know how many times, and finally they just got married in a private ceremony and just had to call it good. Well, and not even to talk about death. How many long acting long haulers there have been of COVID that's, you know, perfectly healthy people who's had their lungs shut down, and has to deal with that. That's the other thing. I'm like, it's not always death. There's also more complications. And let's be real, you know, I'm American, and our healthcare system isn't the best. So that means if someone gets sick, someone's paying a lot of money for it. When Animal Crossing first came out, it was really popular to watch. But I even noticed a lot of YouTubers who are streaming are playing it, they struggle with low view counts. I do see them talking about that. And 5-minute heads up, my dog Bella just shook her collar. That is her 5-minute warning that she needs to go potty. So I may take a 5-minute break here in 5 minutes to let her go do her business outside. She won't take long because it's like -20 out. I want to say yes, we have a healthcare system because it has been kind to me in some ways. Yeah, she's actually really smart. She gives me a heads up warning to know that I need to wrap it up. I don't know if I taught her that or if she did. I can't tell you which came first. If I taught her to do that, not realizing that I was teaching her that. Especially when she was, when I first got her, I would always tell her 5 more minutes. And now her answer to the 5 more minutes is to shake her collar. Oh, she'll bite me too, very gently. She's a little dog. She's 6 pounds. Hi, Peppa. Yes, I was talking about you. Hi. Yes. Yeah, she's not shy about grabbing my hand to tell me that she needs something from me. Alright, I'll decorate these and then I'll take her out. Oh, she's also telling me I need to fill her dog dish too. I do need to do that. Cupcake upside down. Or donut, I mean. Did I get this one? For the most part, she's actually very sweet. She kills me with the sweetness. She does the big brown eyes. She does the head on my leg. That one kills me. You know, when they tilt their head just a little bit and then lay it on your leg so they can look at you with their big brown eyes. Like, damn it! Do you want a pony? I'll buy you a pony. Oop, didn't mean to throw that. I don't know if you can hear her. She's shaking her collar. I swear it's like a countdown every minute. Like, hey, you got 2 minutes. I have 87 BP. Can I buy anything? Cinnamon raisin muffins. Cheesecake. Should probably buy this poppy seed cake. That's come up before. Chocolate yeast cake. Alright. I'm going to buy this poppy seed cake and I will make it when I come back after my short break here. Okay. When is that guy coming to pick up his cake? Will arrive in 1 hour. Alright, so we're gonna try to make that new poppy seed cake recipe. We left this egg white sitting out all night, but yet it says it's fine. I'm really spoiled by the auto memory of different programs, remembering my passwords, and if something happens that it doesn't, I can't rely on that. I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know what my password is. What? Okay, good enough. Poppy seeds. Where would poppy seeds be? Oh, we'll grab one apple and set it down. Not here. Yeah, I saw your kitty. I saw your baby. Trying to figure out where I buy poppy seeds. Oh, you know what it would tell me if I actually looked at the... It's loose. It's a loose item. Okay. There. Ooh. Oh, I have to transfer it into a food processor. It'll be the first time I'm actually using a food processor this time. Your Discord? Or you mean a different server? I know I've seen pictures of your kitty. Done. All right. I can taste it? I don't even know what that means. Four and five. I have the same problem with my Bella dog. She's figured out that she wants the electric blanket on it all the time. But she's also figured out that it's controlled by a controller, but she hasn't figured out how to use the controller yet. So she will tap the controller annoyingly with her nails until I acknowledge her, and then come on and turn the electric blanket on for her. I'm not sure if I can handle that much intelligence. I actually don't think I should have pulled out the second butter. If I remember right, I have some butter. So far, I got this. Okay, vanilla extract. Oops, a little bit too much. Ooh, a 3, a 4. One of my followers on YouTube gave me really good advice to pre-measure everything and then mix it as it seems forth. I really liked the idea, but I didn't have the heart to tell her that I'm too lazy. Oh no, I broke an egg. I broke 2 eggs. What the doozy? Here, eggshell. Oh, you're right. Good call. That could have been bad, huh? So now I need another 50. Oh, he's coming in. Customer is always right. Achievement unlocked. Hey, we did it. He was happy with it. And we legit took the whole cake and just shoved it through the door. You're like, here, have the cake. Egg. Did I manage to fit? Okay, I did fit it out. Ooh. I think it's a little too late. We'll find out if it completely ruined the recipe or not. That's the one thing that I really appreciate about this version, the cakes and cookies, is even if you mess up the recipe, it's not the end of the world. You can still use it. The customers will still buy it. It's just not going to look the way it would if you got it correctly. Hey, look, we got poppy seed. We did it. Even though it was out of order, I still got it correct. Poppy seed dough. So, for example, if you do it wrong, it won't say the name like this one says poppy seed dough. It will just say dough. But it will tell you that it's got syrup, it's moist, it's sweet, it's a comfort food. And so if it matches the hashtags for the day, you can still sell it and the people will buy it. And all the eggs on the floor, which makes me happy that I have this magic wand. Poof. Gone. Okay, I need an oblong cake pan, which I do have. Oh. Actually, I was just about to say I don't think I have one. Right, we'll put that down there. This is mostly a test. This didn't match any of the hashtags for the day. I just unlocking it wanted to know what it was like to make. It gives me an idea if it ever is like a customer order or if it's a hashtag. Like how much effort do I have to go to make it? Oh, okay. We still have cupcakes to make, I think. I don't know. The other thing that I've confused is sometimes, let's say I close this, it's not going to do it now that I actually wanted to do it. Sometimes, like especially in this drawer, everything will be lit up yellow, even though I haven't interacted with it in a very long time. Oop, before I do this, put those down. Empty this. We're gonna fill this with strawberry filling. Alright, I'm probably gonna wrap this day up and call the stream done. I will be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be back with Cooking Sim or not. There's actually a little game that it's called Tiny Lands, and it's a what do you call it? It's one of those games where you match like two scenes and you see what's different in them. It's a little tiny game that does best with other people playing with you, even if it's through a screen. I think that'll be fun. I might do that with you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be a super sweet cake, which I know is the hashtag for the day. And we also have strawberry whipped cream put on top. Yeah, it's like find the difference. So it shows you two different scenes, and the scenes are actually pretty unique. I really liked them. And you kind of spin around and you spot the differences between the two. And there's little like Easter eggs, like the people in the scene will interact with you as you find the things. And I played it solo, which was just fine too. I liked it. But I think it'll be more fun with people. Actually, you know what? I don't want jelly beans. I changed my mind. I'm glad it doesn't charge me for the toppings. Okay, we'll do sprinkles. Are you liking the idea of the tiny lands? Ira, is that your S? Yes? I just knocked this cupcake. I knocked it so hard it's spinning in the air. I should just do it instead of talking about it. I will probably stream Cyberpunk 2077 as well. I've been stalling because I know that there are hints of a DLC coming. But it's also, I just realized, I opened the client today, and I realized it's been over a year since they've updated it, which is kind of upsetting. So I should just play it and get it over with. Okay, Tiny Lands tomorrow. I could definitely do that. Yeah, the weird, cute games are always a hit for me too as well. They're fun to share. I know my YouTube is more known for the simulation games, because those they just simply do well. Um, but I do like the weird, cutesy games. And as I played it, I opened it to play it to see what it was about, you know, see, because I always test games out before I stream them or record them. And I was like, this is a game that would be better played with like on a stream with other people. I think it would just be more fun. Did they look raw? Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, was she using the table that you needed? I have a funny to show you. So I always use the first time that I ever make a new recipe, I always use the teeny tiny little picture in the top left corner to decide how to decorate it for the first time. And so this, you can tell in the picture, it has a dusting of something, which is either going to be powdered sugar or the vanilla sugar. I'm going to do powdered sugar just because that seems right. But let's see if this one will do it. Oh, it doesn't really appear. Thanks for calling me a liar, game. That last batch? I think I put them on sale. Oh, these ones here. Maybe? Were those the ones? I can't remember. It'll tell us at the end of the game. Okay, I'm a little disappointed the poppy seed cake doesn't actually show you the decorations on top. No, it was... Oh, she works from home. Gotcha. Alright, the cupcake. Okay, so we learned from our mistake when we signed out yesterday. We do want to clean up, because it's like everything goes up in the air. So let's lock things down. Even though there's another star one there. I'm actually, I decided I don't like the idea of putting the, these into the drawers, the cake tins, because then all I do is I end up opening all the drawers to try to figure out which drawer has the cake tin. I like that they're down there, but they don't all fit down there either. We've got some time. Well, and to be honest, it's not even the dough that I left out for a week. That's the other part that kills me with this game is that, for example, these milk cartons here, the whole milk and the soy milk, have been out since day 1, and I think we're on day 18 or 19. And the game has not cared one bit. I have to admit, Ira, I was thinking about doing an overhand camera shot of me coloring the adult coloring books. I considered it. I thought it was, you know, something different and fun, but I was like, I don't know how big the viewing market is for that. I don't know. I I guess in the game it's not that important. Okay, we're gonna do the square ones. Just buy the other one. Okay, what do we got going on for dough? Mooncake pastry? Oh, I didn't even know I had round cookie ones. Okay. Mooncake pan 1. Right, that one's done. $50. Lost one of the baker's yeast. Oh, did it fly out of the pan? No. Oh, we have chocolate cookie dough. All right. Funny enough, we had a round cookie pan right here. I do have to say one of their weaknesses is, you know, like, you know, you're making cookies, but they look identical to the every other thing. Like, it doesn't look that different. It just varies in color. What VR set would you recommend? Because the one I know of and heard the most about was the Oculus, but lately I've heard about the Oculus is don't get it. Like, you weren't the only one to tell me, do not get it. Aw, thank you, Eyesight. Let's order... I really want more offset spatula. Let's do that real quick before we run out of day. Oh, it's known as a confectionery spatula? Pretty sure that they're called offset spatulas. have a baby head. I have a teeny tiny little noggin. And Eyesight, you made my night by saying that you love my channels. I greatly appreciate it. There is times where you do that self-doubt where you're like, does anybody even want to watch these? They're so silly. And so it makes me happy when someone does like the content. I do wear glasses, yeah.